In the Heights is directed by John M. Chu. It stars Anthony Ramos, Corey Hawkins, Leslie Grace, Melissa Barrera, Olga Maridas, and Jimmy Smits. In the Heights is an adaptation of the very successful Broadway musical of the same name. This movie focuses on a variety of characters who live in Washington Heights, which is located in Manhattan. We mainly focus on a character named Yuznavi. He is a bodega owner, and his ultimate goal is to win the lottery and escape to the shores of his native country, the Dominican Republic. We also see how he looks after his young cousin, and he's trying to win the heart of this gorgeous woman who works at a nail salon. Like I said before, we mainly focus on the character Yuznavi, but the film takes the time to focus on several characters in this movie, and we see how they are either pursuing their dreams or reflecting on who they really are. And we have our movie. I was highly anticipating In the Heights. I remember watching the trailer for this movie early in 2020 and thinking that the trailer looked so promising. Of course, COVID happened, so this movie was delayed a whole year later. I have never seen the Broadway play this film is based on. I have heard nothing but amazing things about it. And I'm a Broadway fan. I've been to several shows. I really like going. In any case, I was really excited for In the Heights. I waited a whole year. Everyone waited a whole year. I finally got to see it. It's released in theaters and on HBO Max, finally. So I'm here to review it for you guys. So the question is, what did I think of In the Heights? Well, like I said before, I was highly anticipating this movie, and it still managed to blow me away in how great this movie turned out to be. In the Heights is without question one of the best musicals I've seen in recent memory. And going to the movies and seeing this film, it's been one of the best movie-going experiences I've had all year. And I'm sure it's going to remain that way. This is an amazing musical. There is so much to love about this movie. And I'm so happy to report to you guys that waiting a whole year later has been more than worth it. So let's talk about In the Heights and why I love this movie and would highly recommend for you guys to go and see it. Let's talk about director John M. Chu. Now, John M. Chu, he previously directed a movie called Crazy Rich Asians that came out in 2018. I liked that movie quite a bit. I remember seeing that in theaters. Comparing that movie to In the Heights, it's apples and oranges because they're both completely different. But if you were to ask me what I think is the better movie, I would say In the Heights by a mile. And that's saying a lot because I thought Crazy Rich Asians was pretty good, but this movie is just fantastic. Director John M. Chu, he put so much passion and energy into this movie. You really feel how great his directing is throughout everything, throughout the emotional scenes, throughout the musical numbers and the dance sequences, the way he's able to balance different types of genres in the movie. But let's talk about it in terms of a musical, because this has a lot of musical numbers and there are a lot of singing and a lot of people dancing. Everything about it is spectacular. The musical numbers and the dance sequences, they're jaw-dropping. This is a very visceral movie. The cinematography is so gorgeous to look at, and the songs are so good. I've never heard any of the songs prior to watching this movie. Like I said, I haven't seen a Broadway play. I haven't listened to any songs. I wanted to see this movie and experience the songs for the first time while watching it. And I'm so glad I did that because there are so many great songs. My personal favorite is 96,000. And that whole sequence is masterful, in all honesty. And what's so great about the musical numbers, aside from the fact that they are exciting and the music is just so great, it's how he's able to balance the musical numbers and the type of tones that they convey. So, for example, some songs can be energetic and lighthearted, while other songs can be really dramatic and serious. It never feels tonally unbalanced. He's able to balance that so well. And the cast, of course, helps with that. I thought from a technical perspective, this film was just phenomenal. But beyond the whole musical aspect being great, because obviously when you have a musical, you need to have the songs and the music numbers and the dance sequences be top notch. But really, it's the story. It's the themes of how people pursue their dreams, and you get to see the burden they carry because of generational problems. And there's one character here. She is someone who goes to school, a really prestigious school, Stanford University, and everyone is basically wanting the best for her, right? But when she comes back, she realizes that it's just not easy. And you really see how that affects her character later on. No spoilers though, but the way it's all presented is amazing, I have to say. Like I said, the story is great. There's so much heart in this film. This is such a fun movie. I don't want to be corny, but we've had such a tough year in 2020. And 2021, in my opinion, is better. I know not everyone has the same experience, but this is the type of movie we need right now. It has so much positive energy around it. And it's a type of movie that just makes you feel so good when you watch it. It's so energetic, and it's a celebration of family and culture and love. It's just one of those movies that I'm just grateful that it's been released now. It came out at such a perfect timing. And it's a tribute to the Latino community. It tributes it in such a great way. It's not afraid to delve into some of the issues the Latino community has gone through, but don't worry, it's not done in a woke or condescending way at all. It's all very well handled. And I haven't even talked about the performances yet, and the performances are all so good. Anthony Ramos in particular, I just want to say studios and executives in Hollywood, please pay attention and put Anthony Ramos in more stuff. He is phenomenal. He has such a strong leading presence here, and he's an incredible singer. He really did such a great job being a lead actor in this film. And like I said, everyone else is just so good. Everyone else is great. Like I said, there's Leslie Grace. She plays a really important character in the movie, and how her story arc, how it plays out, and just seeing how she's dealing with everything. It was all just fascinating to watch. You have Melissa Barrera. It's the first time I've seen her. She's a gorgeous woman, and she's also very talented in the film. She's a great singer. Everyone here just sings so well, and the musical numbers, they are incredible. And this movie just has so much heart. Now, here's what I'll say. I don't think this movie is a masterpiece. I don't think it's perfect, mainly for one reason. I do think it's a little bit too long. This film is 2 hours and 23 minutes. And there's a certain point where I was starting to feel that runtime. And it's not like it dragged like crazy, but I did start to feel that runtime at a certain point. And I will say that if you're not a fan of musicals, if you're somebody who either can't stand musicals or you just have a difficult time getting into them, I do not think this movie is going to be the one to convert you into a fan. I don't see somebody being like, yeah, I hate musicals, but In the Heights is the one exception. I love that movie. I don't see that being the case. I think the chances of that are very slim. So I will say, if you're someone who does not like musicals, this may not be for you. I personally love musicals, and if you're someone who likes musicals or loves them, definitely see this one. Like I said, I haven't seen the original Broadway show this movie is based on, so I don't know how different or how similar it is. I know there are people who might be so passionate about the source material, and when there's a movie when there's a movie that is, changing up the game a little bit, there are people who are upset about that. So I can't comment in that respect. But what I will say is that this is definitely a great movie. It's a great drama. It's one of those movies that is very entertaining and it's fun to watch. The musical numbers, the dance sequences, I've said this like 3 times already, but they really are something special. I love this movie. Like I said, going to the theaters and watching this film, it's been one of the best movie going experiences I've had all year. Like I said, it's simultaneously playing in theaters and on HBO Max. If you can, see it on the biggest screen possible. It's a great film. I'm going to give In the Heights a 9 out of 10. Definitely one of my favorite movies of 2021. And I hope you guys will take the time to either check it out in the theaters or HBO Max. Like, just see the movie. And that's what I'm just trying to tell you guys. So that is my review of In the Heights. Thank you guys for watching my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it and will take it into consideration in regards to checking out this movie or not. My next review will be for the movie The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, starring Ryan Reynolds, Salma Hayek, and Samuel L. Jackson, the sequel to The Hitman's Bodyguard. So look forward to that soon. I don't know when I'm going to see it, but I will be reviewing it for you guys at some point. So look forward to that. I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to like this review, share the video if you want, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm Diego Coya. I'll see you guys next time with my review of The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Take care. Bye.